Chris here with High Seas Cruising, and welcome to today's video and another episode of what every cruiser wants. Now, would you be surprised to learn that if you go on a cruise, you might see the sun? The sun might shine on you? Would you be surprised to know that? Would you be surprised to know that you cannot take a household blender with you on a cruise ship? Would that surprise you? Or would you be surprised to know that there is an R-rated comedy show on board these cruise ships, but nobody actually wants it there? Well, we got some comments today going over these exact items. Let's go ahead and jump right in here with the first one. BF and me just got back from our Freedom Ship cruise and had a horrible experience. We did the catamaran tour in Cozumel, which was run by Carnival. We were exposed to the sun, and after the tour, I went back to the ship and started feeling sick. For the next 2 days, I had a horrible stomach ache, chills, and probably a fever. I then started realizing that I was getting severe leg swelling to the point that I could not even walk without being in horrible pain. I had to spend the whole next day of the cruise lying in bed with my legs propped up to help keep the swelling down. The sunburn really wasn't bad, and the side effects that made it unbearable. I find it very bad customer service, John, that I was charged for seeing the ship's doctor when this happened on a Carnival excursion. I have written an email asking now for a refund of the medical bill and a refund from our tour, but Carnival has been intractable. All right, so you went on a cruise ship, there's the sun. You went to Cozumel and you went on a catamaran tour, a boat. There's some sun. And from the description, sounds like you got a really bad sunburn for the whole experience. But I gotta ask, did you not know before you went on a cruise, before you went on an excursion, that there was a chance you could get a sunburn and you had to apply sunscreen more than once a day in order to avoid said sunburn? And then you go back to the ship and you're now extremely sunburnt. You go down to medical charges you. You're upset because you got a sunburn, and now somehow that's Carnival's fault that you got a sunburn. Is it because they didn't tell you that if you go out in the sun you could get a sunburn? I mean, seems like that would be common knowledge that the sun could give you a sunburn. But hey, maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just something I know. You guys let me know in the comments below. Are you aware that the sun could give you a sunburn? And if you don't want that, you have to put on some sunscreen? Let me know. You're packing for your cruise. Putting in some shorts, putting in some shirts, putting in your bathing suit, putting in your toiletry items, run to your kitchen and put in your blender, right? Isn't that how we all do it? Let's take a look at this one. I know you are flying to Miami and probably won't see this message. I am very upset and angry. Nowhere on the prohibited list that you guys have on your website does it say I cannot bring a blender. Yet here I am, being scolded like a child by Carnival security. I'm told it is confiscated. It is not on your prohibited item list. All I wanted to do was make a smoothie in the morning, as it is virtually impossible to eat healthy at breakfast on cruises. This is not my first rodeo. You need to better inform your passengers so they don't end up in the naughty room. The prohibited item list, nope, does not specifically say you cannot bring a blender. It says no small kitchen appliances. That part is on there. But a little bit of common sense can go a long way, because the prohibited item list doesn't say I can't bring my lawnmower, but you're not going to see me trying to put that in my suitcase to bring on board the cruise ship. The prohibited items list is there for a specific reason, and I think I'm probably going to need to do a whole separate video to really get into this. But the reason a lot of these items are on the prohibited list, and I'm not talking about weapons, knives, and that kind of stuff. I'm talking about household appliances, things that plug into the electricity on board the ship, because ship's electricity is not the same as it is at your house. There are reasons why you can't have surge protectors and certain items plugged in, and it's all about how the way the electricity works on a cruise ship. But I'll have to do a whole separate video on that if you guys are interested in how that works. But if it's not your first rodeo, I'm pretty sure you should be aware you can't take household appliances on there, okay? You can't just take your household blender. Now, the way to get around that is, if you do, is you can get those little battery operated ones, those individual serving ones, and usually those will be allowed to go on board to ships. Always check with your cruise line to verify first. But yeah, if you're bringing your home industrial blender that's going to plug into the electricity, they're going to take it away. Should be pretty common knowledge. Don't take household appliances on board cruise ships. But you guys let me know what you think. Do you have the urge to pack your blender for your next cruise? John, many of us would rather see Carnival, the family cruise company, stop all X-rated comedy shows and have only PG shows. Most of your passengers are opposed to foul-talking comedians. We will be heading to the Splendor tomorrow and hope there will be only PG shows at the comedy place that everyone can enjoy. It is 2022 and not 1980. I don't think I've ever been to the X-rated comedy show. Have you guys? Been to the R-rated one, and yep, the language is stronger, which is why it's adults only. There's a PG show prior to the R-rated show. But according to this comment, most people, they're completely opposed to these R-rated shows, which I guess the part I find funny about that is, for all the people that are opposed to the R-rated shows, then why are they crowded when you go and watch them? I don't know. I think if everybody was opposed, wouldn't they be empty? You could get a seat anywhere, anytime. Try going to one of these comedy shows at the last minute. See how quickly you get a seat because the room is so full. But, everyone's opposed to it. But, what do I know, right? You guys let me know in the comments below. Should Carnival or all cruise lines get rid of the R-rated or X-rated comedy shows and have PG shows only? That way everyone can go to these shows. Let me know what you guys think below. All right, and that's going to be our video today for what every cruiser wants. Like I said, according to these people, we all want this. We just don't know it yet. But I hope you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, do me a favor, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Free to do so. Helps our channel grow, and of course, lets you know anytime a new video comes out. Hope everyone has a really great day and a really great weekend. And like always, we will see you out on the high seas.